So we're going to be giving away to one lucky winner £5,000 worth of business mentoring. All you need to do is watch the rest of this video to find where the secret instructions are to apply.
For our CEO of the Trade Mastermind, Joseph Bellett.
Wow, what a team! The business is growing fast. It's great to see. Now, you all know the documentary that I'm running behind the scenes called Unfinished Business. It doesn't get more transparent than showing every single person what I'm doing on a daily basis, bringing them into my meetings, allowing them to see how I talk, how I act, how I approach everything. I'm not trying to hide from our customers or future people what our business does. I'm trying to show them. I'm not interested in building a boring, non-ambitious organization. It just doesn't work with me at the helm of that business. I'm here for legacy, to do something great. Let's give Chris a round of applause.
What we're selling as a product has immense value. What we're teaching people is how to change their business and their lives in reality. You've all seen the customer testimonials that we get. They're incredible. We would achieve, as a business, if we hit the metrics that we put on the board, application scenario, over £1 million. That makes us a £12 million business, and it's so within reach.
Develop end-to-end processes and functions to enable daily up-to-date reports and key areas of improvement within the business to improve cash flow and growth for the business.
Our Trustpilot page is looking fantastic. 649 reviews. In terms of new customers, 33 new members joined us last month. 5 existing customers upgraded into and purchased additional product from us, which is good because we haven't had that in February.
Basically, in a nutshell, TradePod is a podcast agency in which we provide content creation services and podcast services for our clients in the construction and trade industries.
The employee of the month this month is Claudia.
Hi, it's Joseph Valente here and welcome to episode 28. So we've started April really strong. The first 4 days we've delivered 250,000 in gross revenue. Now gross revenue means including VAT, net revenue means without VAT. So net we've done 220, gross we've done 250. Now in most business calculations, you work out revenue net. You don't include the VAT. The benefit of the VAT is always about cash flow in most cases. Let's talk about the numbers that underpin all of this activity that you see me do. And here's the first instance where most businesses go wrong. They don't set targets. Remember, you can't hit what you can't see. So the target for Trade Mastermind in April is 1 million in revenue. Now here's how you break this down. We have got 4 weeks to do it, and technically that means that you get 250k per week. Now, in the first week, we have done 220,000, but it was only a 4-day week. So we're slightly behind. So what I then do is I take that million, 220k comes off. Now that gives us 780,000 to get. So if we do the math and say we now have 3.5 weeks, but let's say 3, we take 780 and divide it by 3. The remaining target each week for the business is 260k. So that's 260k per week, or if we want to break it down in the days, we divide by 5, we're now at £52,000 a day. And so breaking it down into daily digestible amounts is very important, because then what you can do beyond this is you can allocate it against salesman 1, salesman 2, salesman 3, salesman 4, salesman 5, salesman 6, and then even further you can break it down per departments, and then you can break it down per product line. So you get a very, very clear accountability, target set, action plan that's going to allow you to grind out that number.
Hi there, my name's Richard Swan and I am the Telesales Manager here at Trade Mastermind. Now just about to do my first big presentation to the board. We're growing the team from 7 FTE up to 20 and it's all talking about all the things that come with that. So all my recruitment plans, all my plans for lead generation and really making sure that I help grow this business into the success that I know it will be.
Going into this week then, we're already at £220,000 in revenue after the first 4 days of April. To put that into context, we weren't at 220 grand by like the 20th of March.
Well, it's a whole month
miles ahead. Say that again?
That was a whole month a year ago.
Yeah, that was the whole month a year ago, yeah. So we are on track.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well.
Richard, this is Mike.
Hi Mike.
Richard, great to meet you, mate.
And you?
You alright? Yeah, good.
Good.
Feels like the foundation has been built and now it's time to scale.
For those of you aware, those who aren't, I've been in the call centre industry now for just over 15 years, starting basically at the coalface and then basically building my way up through every level of management up to directorship level. So it's growing the team from 7 FTE to 20, an average daily booking number of 3 per rep, with 1,200 total bookings per month on a standard 20 working day month. 90-day target to achieve these numbers, increase the overall quality of the staff to produce the consistency in results, having a multifaceted lead approach, which is absolutely vital to mitigate the risk on low lead numbers per day, filling the discovery days and achieve a 70% attendance rate. First of all, recruitment. Okay, absolutely vital part of this whole process. I've already outlined these requirements that I wanted, so I'm doing this in a 3-phase process. The new start dates I provided to Justina was I want 4 to 5 bums on seats in a training program starting on the 29th of April, the 20th of May and the 10th of June. I've actually conducted 4 interviews already. I would ideally love to get a course starting Monday if you're approval of that.
I've been thinking about my position in this company as the leader, and I've been thinking about what are my standards and what are the standards I'm setting for my senior team to allow them to be on my senior team and continue to grow with me. Because I'm only as good as the people that I've got to be able to execute on the vision that I have, because I am the leader of this organisation and what I say goes and what I want is what needs to happen. As you grow a business, it's going to get harder. Every day should be hard. It shouldn't be comfort zone. You're not working in a business that's been established for 50 years. You're working with me. I am a fast-paced entrepreneur that wants growth and is changing all of the time. The person that you met yesterday is not the person that I show up today. I'm changing constantly. You need to be fucking tough to stay with me. And if you're going to keep growing and the business keeps growing, you've got to be fucking hardcore and know that success is uncomfortable. It's not an easy ride. It is difficult every day. And every new problem is an opportunity for growth personally, professionally, and for the organisation. Building a business is like laying on big lumps of clay. Bang, 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 onto the pottery wheel. And it starts off a big ugly fucking lump of brown shit. But what then happens? We play the game, we spin the wheel, and we craft it into a beautiful vase. But sometimes we squeeze too hard and it fucks up. Sometimes we don't squeeze enough and it comes out with the wrong shape. So we put more clay on and we keep going. But it doesn't start pretty. It takes a long time to make it look good and get easier. So I told you to look out for a secret video. Let me tell you, this isn't it. But what I will tell you is there's going to be one more coming very, very soon. So keep watching if you want to be in with the chance to win £5,000 worth of business mentoring. We're just heading over to London right now. I'm off to do a talk at the One Club, private members club in London, to aspiring entrepreneurs out there. It's going to be a great session and sharing my experiences with all of the attendees there. Remember, in entrepreneurship, success isn't guaranteed and failure isn't final. And it's not just about the wins, it's about understanding the losses and how to recuperate those losses so you can get the wins again.
Can you take me through, your memories of the interview stage of The Apprentice?
As we start the process, there's 18 candidates in the house, and as one gets fired each week, there gets less and less people. And I can remember the night before, it was just, everyone was silent, everyone was focused. They gave you like an extra 30 minutes the night before to just review your business plan. You weren't allowed to change it, but you were allowed to read it. We actually did the interviews on a Sunday. We knew that we had to see 4 interviewees, and we arrived there, I think, between 7:30 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and they held it at the Cheese Grater in London, so quite a famous building next to the Gherkin. Lord Sugar comes in, a bit like how he starts every task, and then they make you sit and wait between 8 a.m. for like 2 to 3 hours in silence, just to build up that anticipation. You don't know who you're going to go to, and you're just getting called out at random times, and so that's kind of how the process begins. When I applied for the show and knew I was getting on, it was like, what are the things that are going to take me down here? Lying to Lord Sugar, not owning my mistakes, and writing a crappy business plan. So I made sure I got all of those ducks in a row, but not everybody operates how I operate.
He stopped recording and then it froze, so we
I
finished
know, that was
right.
perfect
It was just
timing.
perfect timing, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking hot in here now.
Yeah, I was falling asleep.
Oh, cheers, Abby.
Because
Got
it's
bored of
warm.
you, or-
No.
Was it what?
It was just very satisfying to listen to you.
Teach them how to generate a direct sales and installation model. So teaching an electrician to go from, a reactive business to building into the solar sector is really popular right now. So they'll start with us, we'll teach them how to sell, how to market, and they go from doing, 100 grand a year to 100 grand a month in a couple of months, because just by changing up their operating model. So that's kind of the core basis of what we teach. So we're just about to go on to do a nice panel discussion on entrepreneurship. We're in a really nice building in London, and they got a nice little cozy room here. So hopefully we deliver a good show and they get a good turnout. So do you mind if I ask a question to the audience, and that is, who in this room is afraid to fail or fears failure? Raise your hands. Something I've come to learn over my years in business, 12 years in business now, is success isn't guaranteed and failure isn't final. And the gentleman at the back said, one question he wanted answering was worst case scenario. The worst case scenario in failure for every entrepreneur is you go bust. You lose it all. Throughout my 20s, I scaled a national plumbing and heating business. Sounds great. We got to £1 million a month. We had 100+ people. And so at 30 years of age, the business came to a point where we were running out of cash. We were going to war with British Gas on a national level. We'd got there too quickly, effectively. And it was the first time I'd scaled a national business. So you don't know what you don't know. And you surround yourself with mentors, board members, other shareholders that you expect to be able to guide and advise. But the fact is, it's unpredictable. I had to shut part of that business down, and I had to sell part of that business. And I closed that business with £2 million worth of debt. Being an Apprentice winner, being in the public eye, being Lord Sugar's business partner, you don't fail in silence, you fail in the national papers. At 30 years of age, I found myself, after building a national business, having to start again. Yeah, I didn't go bankrupt, and I hadn't personally guaranteed a lot of money, but we shut the company down and my baby was gone. I was going for a £100 million exit, and I didn't get it. And then Lord Sugar shared a tweet on Twitter and retweeted one of the articles saying you can't win them all. And it said Joseph's plumbing firm had gone bust. It was the best motivation I could have asked for. And I realized that in actual fact now I've got a point to prove. So I just want you all to know that if that scenario ever happens, the knowledge that you will acquire and the skills that got you there in the first place will always be there. I got back up, and in the last 3 years we've pioneered a training and development business in construction. We've taken it to £1 million a month in 3 years, so half the time that we did in Impra. I'm back in the game, and I'm 34 years of age, and so hopefully that inspires you to see that if you fail at a big level, yes, it will hurt for a little bit, but the fact is the knowledge that you've acquired will allow you to go again and go and do bigger things with all of the lessons that you've been able to learn.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I put out a video about 4 weeks ago. We pulled up in London and we were late to go to a meeting, and I had to park on the double yellows and leave the car outside. And then when I came out, there was a parking ticket there. And I have a videographer with me all of the time. So when I came out, I did a video and I said, I've got one of those VIP park where you want parking tickets, £35, and you can park anywhere you like in London. They're absolutely fantastic. And then we put that out, and I think it's had about 10 million views. It's the most engaged bit of content that I've got currently out there in the marketplace, but I don't think it's getting me any customers right now. But if you want virality, do something stupid like that. If you want customers, then make a different type of content. So So nice little event there for the One Club at a great location, really enjoyed it. Some real great value and content shared there for the audience. I put myself back in the shoes of when I used to show up and there was a young man at the front that was like 22 years of age. He was super hungry, very passionate, you know, he wanted it so badly. So that was quite nice to see. And it's just nice to be able to give back, share experiences. And again, I really enjoy that type of thing. Heading back to Peterborough now, we've got about a 2.5 hour drive and a very, very busy next couple of days. I just wanted to come up and say that yesterday was a masterclass in leadership. Me taking control of this situation here, getting this room sorted out. I mean, your mindset yesterday was, you know, we're doing everything we can. So it was completely the wrong mindset. You set them up without any clear direction or action. And from your seat, if you're taking the middle seat, you need to be the director that did exactly what I did yesterday. That's the expectation. If I'm not here, that needs to be you doing exactly what I did. The word that's coming out constantly now is urgency, and that needs to be instilled in everybody. You guys have got to be urgent. Do not ask these guys to go away and do anything where you haven't listed down the actions, so we've got something to go away and actually deliver on, yeah? Let's have another massive day. Cheers, guys. So yesterday you missed a very explosive start to the day, and the team upstairs were about to roll in and accept that today's event was going to under-deliver, and I was having absolutely none of it. So I set the team up with very clear actions that needed to happen, and they went and over-delivered on the event. And it was very frustrating because, you know, we need the leadership team to be able to make those calls without me making those calls. One thing that I will say here, and a big core part of what we teach, is about understanding brand. I chose Impra because I knew that JV's Plumbing and Heating had a ceiling. Everybody uses their initials, their name, but what does that represent you to be in the marketplace? One-man band. And one-man band can't charge big business prices, or the customer thinks you're taking the piss. And they are right. If you're the same price as British Gas and you're a one-man band and you haven't got a brand, your van's unbranded, you don't have resources, infrastructure, and you're not putting on a good show, because it ain't about the service. I believe that everybody in here does a good service at the back end. The bit at the front is there a good enough show? Every tradesman says, oh, I do the best quality of work. That's what everyone says. When I do my sales pitch to you, am I different than the competition? Because that's where they buy. Remember, they don't buy the quality of work, they buy the business that delivers the work. And you may have heard this saying before, but show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you want to be a multi-millionaire, how many multi-millionaires do you hang around with? To become a multi-millionaire, you need to become the sixth person in a circle of 5. If you're in the wrong circles, you're going to get dragged down by those circles. Birds of a feather flock together. You've got to understand who you're spending your time with. And if you're the smartest person in the room every month, you're in the wrong room. So I just wanted to do a video for you to see what it's like behind the scenes at Trade Mastermind and bring the business to life. You're in our new boardroom right now, and I've just come off stage after delivering an incredible first morning to our 7-figure boiler business builder discovery day customers, and so I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of what that looks like. We have over 5,000 square feet here of offices and training facilities. It's all branded up, well signed, written, so all of our customers know where to go. Let's go back inside. This is where everybody signs in, okay, and they get their welcome pack and so on. And all of these rooms around here are the consultation rooms where we give one-to-ones and assess the businesses to whether they're right to join the academies or not. This is some of my team. They're just finishing up, welcoming everybody back to their seats. And if I bring you over here, I'll give you a very quick insight into what the events look like. We've got all of these great people here today that have traveled from all over the country, all plumbing and heating business owners looking to build and scale a 7-figure boiler installation business. So in here we have our HR and recruitment department, HR manager here and a recruitment manager here, and we also have finance in this room as well. So we've got all of the right departments to underpin a great service that we deliver to all of our customers. All of our customer account team would be sat here, but they're currently all downstairs helping out on the event, like many of the people from the marketing team. And if I just show you around, we have Brandon, our graphic designer, working away there, but we have a whole team of people sat in this office on a daily basis. This is the digital marketing team, so there's another 4 people sat there. So we just want to show you our events booking department, and we've got a great team in here, and we're investing a lot of money in new people, new systems, new processes, and new management. So you've got all of the team behind me here, and it's these guys' jobs to fill out all of our events, and we have our marketing team and management team in here. It's a well-oiled operation, and as you can see from here, we run nearly 10 events every single month. We aim to get 38 bookings per event, and this shows the current bookings across all of the events. So they've got really nice targets, really nice KPIs to be able to do a great job here within this department. Well done for going the distance. You've made it to the competition video. So we're giving away £5,000 worth of business mentoring directly with myself. And all you've got to do to apply is you've got to like the show, you've got to subscribe to the channel, comment with your best bits from this week's show so I know you've watched it, and click on the link in the description, which will give you the ability to register your place. Then what I'm going to do is pick one lucky winner at random on Tuesday, the 23rd of April at 7 p.m. and we're going to announce it in the community section on this YouTube channel. Good luck, and hopefully I'll be mentoring you and your business very, very soon. We're just outside the podcast studio. One of our customers, Stuart, has signed up to Trade Pod, where we launch and manage his podcast. He's using the studio and doing a podcast. Wow, the vision's been brought to life. Let's go in.
Where I'm in the job.
This is quite common, isn't it?
Yeah. So get it all.
Legally done, like.
Wow, that's so cool. That's the vision that I had, and we've literally brought it to life. How awesome is that? Next week's a £500,000 week for us, probably, as a minimum, I would say, if we execute effectively. Baby, we made it. Ready?
Yeah. Camera.
Here it goes.
I'm ready?
Yes. Now do it louder. How do you usually do it? What do you usually say? You say something. Is it just ready? Huh?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ready? Take.
That's it. What did you say? Take.
Action.
Woo! We are back for another episode of Trade Mastermind, Trade Secrets. It's your favourite Italian Brotherhood, Joseph Valente and Christopher Ruggiero. Okay, thanks, Chris. That was a great. Honestly, yeah, I couldn't ask for a better co-host. Yeah, this is like so equal. We just
You're the extrovert, I'm the introvert. That's how this goes. You speak and I'll react.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, Chris. How's your day been?
Excellent.
Where are we? When can we go back, Izzy, to just me doing this show? Yeah, it's so much easier. Yeah? I haven't got to pause. I ain't got to wait. Okay, sorry. Where have we been? You feeling alright? You are looking a bit pale. I don't know whether that's because I'm naturally looking really orange or you're looking a bit pale.
I'm just locked
either
in the
way.
office, locked in the boardroom all day with no windows.